For sale at Boyd's Brass is this Reynolds Contempora FE-01 double horn. This is actually a United States Navy horn that I picked up recently, and it had some issues. Hopefully I'll actually be posting a video soon about the repair process on this horn, because I did have to do some pretty extensive repair. I have a theory about this horn. So when I got the horn, all the valves are completely stuck, and the horn looked really good except for some dents throughout the horn. And when I started taking apart the horn, these valves came apart very easily, yet this one was extremely stuck. But all the valves look actually brand new to me. Like, everything looked very new about this horn, except for, of course, the dents. But the lacquer's not worn, save where there have been dents, like right here. Inside the bell, there's a little tiny bit of lacquer wear, but it's all from dents, I believe. But the horn is overall in like pretty good condition, especially for its age. And what I found is that this trigger valve was not actually lapped in properly, so the valve was never going to spin. So I actually lapped this valve in myself, this trigger valve, and got it working properly. Of course, cleaned the whole horn, made it work well. This horn has been through a thorough play test by me. I've played it actually for several weeks, trying to make sure that everything's working properly before listing it. It works great. I'm really happy with how things turned out. Like I said, this is a United States Navy horn. So if you come to the bell, okay, which, yes, there's been some dent removal done. I actually did this dent removal myself. It looks pretty good, but some of them are pretty deep. Just note that about the horn. It's been through some damage, though I think it was just damage from being stored for so long. But you come down here to the engraving, you've got your Reynolds Contempora. It's an Abilene, Texas horn, FE-01. Then you got U.S.N. That stands for United States Navy. So this was actually made for the Navy, which I think is pretty cool. And you actually have their engraving on the ferrule right here, the bell tail ferrule, right there. So I think that's pretty cool. Of course, you've got good valves. Now, the valves have excellent compression. Like I said, I don't think this has ever been played. There's your serial number right there. I'll post a serial number on the listing for you to read. The trigger valve works great. The 4 valves here work great. Of course, they've been aligned professionally. Just so you can take a good look at the backside of the horn, here it is. It's in good overall condition. You've got places of lacquer wear, and I believe it's just from sitting. These valves are quick, quiet, very light. The trigger has a little bit of a clank in it. I think it's actually from this thing, actually wobbling on its axis there. But all the slides work. The horn plays nicely. It's got a big sound, very similar to an 8D in my opinion. So if you're interested, check it out at boydsbrass.com. One of the things you may have noticed in either the photos or the video I was taking is how far out the slides are. These do go in all the way, and I'll just go ahead and show you that. Okay, so these do go in. I'll just use this 3rd valve slide for example. They go in all the way properly, but I actually I played it for a while, and I had it out to where it was in tune for me. So these slides do come out a little further than I'm used to on a lot of horns. That said, it plays very well in tune like this for me, so you shouldn't have any issues there. Just know that about this horn, though. This horn comes in this good used hard shell case. This is not the original case from the horn, but it fits it well. The latches all work well. And it's protecting the horn well. You can see that. So it's got this like treble clef going on over here. It's got some scuffs and whatever from use, but the handle's good, the latches are good, and it protects the horn well. So this case will be coming with the horn. I do find this to be a really good horn overall for anybody looking for a horn in a lower price range. Something that sounds very similar to a Con 8D, but is not nearly as expensive as an 8D. I do think it has similar playing characteristics. It's a little bit warmer sound. Definitely a large throat nickel silver horn. This particular horn is a great player. It's got really good slurs. It's got a good sound. I would say it's a bit dark. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big horn. So pretty classic crusty wrap era horn here. One other thing to keep in mind is the hand grip is pretty large. That is slightly adjustable with the strings, but the spacing between these finger paddles is pretty big, and I think that is a Reynolds thing. That they just tend to be that way. So if you like the horn but you don't like this, you can bend these in a little bit and it'll help, but just keep in mind it takes a pretty big hand to play this, and of course the bell throat's large. I'm going to play the full range of the horn just so you can hear all the way down, all the way up. The range plays well on all the registers, and play some of the second movement of Glier's horn concerto. So like you can hear, this is a great sounding horn, and especially for the price point, you're getting a great value instrument that's going to last a long time. If you're interested, check it out at boydsbrass.com. If you like this kind of content, maybe you're interested in watching horns for sale, used horns, anything like that, or interested in repair videos, things like that. I put things out like that when I get the chance. So like and subscribe. Happy horning.